Hey,
Hey,
so who are you?
hi, I'm Chef Artist Thornton, founder and executive chef at Spa Soul. It is a small little boutique restaurant in Spanish Harlem. Established in 2013, so 10 years, yay. It's a little boutique restaurant.
What do you think the secret of your success is owning and operating a restaurant for 10 years? Restaurants, bars in the city don't last for like a month.
I have this theory that if you've got a little bit of good in you, my food is just gonna make you grow. I really do believe that food is such a healing thing. It's one of those sacred things we do in life, you know what I mean? You know, there are all kinds of sacred things. Like in my book, I talk about it, but preparing a meal, giving someone nourishment, sustenance. The secret to my success is I treat everyone like family. That is what I do. When you come into my restaurant, you're coming into my home. I want you to feel good. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to laugh. I want you to talk. I want you to feel like you're at home and you're being entertained by, I don't know, your crazy drunk uncle who cooks really well.
How did you get to New York? Why did you come to New York?
So there's a reason why I had restaurants in all these different places and countries. It's because every time I have a huge breakup or a huge heart melting thing that happens, I leave. I leave wherever that place is at and I go start somewhere new. I'm done. Over. Because there's no place left except for the moon baby. So until we start doing a little interstellar cooking, I'm gonna have to stay here in New York. There have been write-ups, there have been television appearances. People have flown me places to cook for them. I've had some really amazing things go on in the last 10 years.
I have seen some younger people at the restaurant that tell me that you've helped them on their journey.
I believe that mentoring is one of the most important things that you can do for someone, I believe. It's such a hard thing to strike out and try to live your dreams. You know, it's a difficult thing. This world is not easy at all. And I think a lot of times we have in our minds that, okay, well, this person is of legal age, so they're all done, they're good to go. No, you're not. You need mentoring. You need people who are helping you through your process. I've had mentors who weren't in the food industry or in the hospitality industry, period, but they've mentored me in my life. So I've mentored all kinds of kids. I have, but not about the restaurant. It's been 10 years and a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm like, it is amazing and I'm happy I did it, but I think that it's been around for 10 years because it's needed to be around for 10 years. Spa Soul is family, you know, this is a place that I have been around for 10 years, so I have met people graduating from high school, graduating from college, getting married and having their first child in a 10-year span. So it becomes like family. I sometimes meet people's significant others before their parents do. It's the weirdest thing. People are like, I want to bring them by here to see what you thought. You know, I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what I think. You know what? I can't actually say 5 or 6 best things that have happened to me since I've opened the restaurant. I truly believe that I've just been blessed abundantly.
If you had a choice of mentors when you first started this business or any of your other restaurants, who would you have loved to be your mentors?
Oh,
And why?
I would have loved Julia Childs. One, she would have taught me things go wrong, let's just keep it moving. We're just gonna fix this and make this happen and do this and make this and do that and turn this into that, and we're just gonna be just fine with it. Also, she would definitely have cocktails in the kitchen with me. Preparing a meal, giving someone nourishment, sustenance for their body, it's something sacred. You know?
Why would you want to be a legacy advisor?
I would want to be a legacy advisor because I feel that there's a lack of people of color being represented in the culinary world. It's amazing that when you go into a kitchen almost anywhere in this country, that 9 times out of 10, most of the people working in that kitchen are of color, but they're not being put and given the same platform. And I think that's something that I definitely want to change.
In an ideal world, you had a team of young people.
Okay.
In 7 months, what do you think you can teach them to do, and how would you change their lives?
I would teach up and coming young culinary talents that you have to have pride in your craft. You really truly do. You want every single thing coming out of your kitchen to be amazing and what it's supposed to be and what you intended. I would teach them that it's okay to be yourself and to follow your path. One of my favorite quotes in the entire world is from Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. Stay in your lane, there's less traffic. I believe that. We're all going somewhere.
If we had 7 months left to live, what are the most important aspects of food you would like them to experience?
To know and taste every single type of cuisine that there was, from the lowest form to the highest form. I believe mentoring is the cornerstone of any great career.
Have you mentored others?
I've mentored tons of kids throughout my time as a chef, as a business owner.
Are there examples of how you would have liked to be mentored during your career?
Yeah, I would have loved someone to embrace my creativity a little bit more. I would have loved someone who was a little bit more reality-based and not book-based when it came to actual operations of the business. That would have been a really great blessing.
As a legacy advisor, what would you like to accomplish and achieve in the next 7 months?
In the next 7 months, I would like to have brought forth more passion, more culinary experiences, more, I don't know, 7 months, what would I accomplish? Let's see. I couldn't change the world, but in 7 months, maybe I can change a few minds and a few palates.
What are 2 or 3 of your best? Sorry, I started at the end. What are two or three of your best life lessons?
Mr. Lawrence is one of my life lessons. He was a young man who I mentored for almost 2 years.
I'm sorry, take that back. I'm sorry. 2 to 3 of your best life lessons.
One of them was Mr. Lawrence, a young man I mentored for about 2 years, and I kept trying to get Mr. Lawrence to go outside himself, to dream a little bit bigger, to want a little bit more. And that was not something that Mr. Lawrence was capable of. That life lesson was, you can't always make the horse drink the water. You know, you can't do that. And one monkey doesn't stop a show. One bad monkey don't stop the show.
So is that one or three of your best
That is one of them.
lessons?
So Mr. Lawrence taught me that you can't save everyone and you can't change everyone. The next lesson in my life I learned was from Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. Stay in your lane, there's less traffic. When you go out, you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to do these different things, doesn't mean what everyone else is doing isn't what you're doing. You should stay in your lane, there's less traffic. We're all on our way somewhere. I want to take my road with less traffic. I want to be good at what I do. I want to get there easily and without too much hassle. And that is what I've done. That is one of my life lessons. And my other life lesson is from my grandmother.
Hold on. The third one would be?
The third one would be from my grandmother. And we had this beautiful rose garden in front of our house when I was growing up. It was just roses, nothing else, only roses. And one day she looks at me and she goes, you know, you can't have a beautiful garden without a little bit of manure. And I really believe that's so absolutely true. You can't have a beautiful garden without a little bit of shit. Everyone in our life